Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Previously, let me introduce myself. I am Hestiani from Class B Agriculture Extension and Communication Study Program Class of 2022. On this occasion, I will talk about the national identity of the nation Indonesia. It is important for us to know the national identity of the Indonesian nation. But before that, let's first understand the meaning, factors, and what are the national identities of the Indonesian nation. Literally, identity is the characteristic, identity, or sign attached to a person or person something that is useful for distinguishing it from something else. National identity is the national personality or identity that belongs to a nation to a differentiates with other nation. Factor forming national identity. 1. Objective factor. This includes geographic and demographic factor. Geographical conditions from Indonesia as an archipelagic country with a tropical climate. Indonesia is also located in the Southeast Asian region. This affects the development of the economic, social, and cultural life of the Indonesian nation. 2. Subjective factor. This includes social, political, cultural, and also historical factors owned by the Indonesian people. This factor greatly affects the process, the formation of Indonesian society, and also the identity of the Indonesian nation. 3. Primary factor. This includes ethnicity, territory, language, and also religion. Indonesia is a nation that has various culture, language, and religions. Although these elements are different and have their own characteristics, but it can unite people into the nation of Indonesia. 4. Driving factor. These factors include communication and technology, such as it bursts armed force in the life of the country. In this connection, science and technology in a nation is a dynamic national identity. 5. Pull factor. This includes language, growing bureaucracy, and education system. Indonesian is a language that has been designated as the national language and national unity. And technology in a nation is a dynamic national identity. Then, what is the identity of the Indonesian nation? Indonesia is an independent country and sovereign have forms of national identity as identity or character and characteristic typical as a country include the national language is Indonesian. The country flag is the red and white. The national anthem is Indonesia Raya. The national symbol is the Garuda Pancasila. The national motto is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. Pancasila as the basic of the state philosophy. Undang-Undang Dasar 1945 is the constitution or basic law of the country. From the Unitary State of the Republic of Indonesia or NKRI. Batik, which has been designated as a humanitarian heritage for oral and cultural heritage intangible. Wayang kulit is one of Indonesian cultural heritage. Keris, a traditional Indonesian weapon. Pencak silat, a typical Indonesian martial art. Angklung, a musical instrument made of bamboo from West Java. So, national identity is an important thing for a nation that distinguishes it from other nations. It can be concluded that every nation in the world must have an identity according to the character or characteristics of the nations. National identity is the totality of the appearance of a nation that is intact with the content of the community so that can differentially from other nations.
Bangsa.
Strengthening national identity is an effort that very much meaning
Saya
because
Indonesia.
it is the root in
Saya
the
Pancasila.
integrity of the life of the nation and state. This is all I can say. Sorry if there are mistakes in pronunciation and delivery of materials. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.